Hey YouTube, UK Let's Play PC here, and today I'm going to be giving a commentary on the most recent Battlefield 3 patch. Quite a few things have changed in the patch, including suppression, and there have been several changes to vehicles as well, including damage changes and AA lock-ons, etc. The most noticeable is the suppression change, which means that now suppression is much more effective than it was before, which is good and bad. It's good because basically if you fire first then you probably get the kill, because whoever you're shooting at is going to have a really blurry screen and their accuracy is going to be thrown off massively. It's bad because it's irritating when someone shoots at you first, and it basically punishes the person who's getting shot at. So in other words, if you've got someone who's praying and spraying, and then you're gonna get fucked over. Vehicle changes in the patch include changes to the tanks. So tanks now take more damage from RPGs, and RPGs are now capable of disabling tanks with one hit to the side. However, I have yet to see that happen myself, so it must be a very specific point on the tank that they have to hit. Tanks are also much more susceptible to javelin attacks now. Javelins do a lot more damage. They disable in a single hit. So smoke is now a very important perk for tanks, and if you don't have smoke, then anyone who tries to take out the javelin is going to succeed. The infantry carrying vehicles have also had their main cannon damage reduced, so they are slightly less efficient against infantry now. However, I think their armor has also been increased, because I managed to get a few hits on an RPG earlier today, and it didn't disable it, so it feels like the armor's been increased. For jets, the F-35 has had its maneuverability increased massively. It can now pull off proper turns like the rest of the jets, and so it isn't really a flying piece of shit anymore. Rockets from jets have changed. Their damage has been increased. It's much easier to get a tank disabled on a strafing run now, so you deal much more damage to tanks, and also the visual effects have changed. There's no longer a trail of white smoke. It's now a much more transparent trail, and the rocket impacts also look a bit more explosive, should I say. Other than that, helicopters have also changed. The Havoc has had its maneuverability increased by quite a lot, so it's not a flying bathtub anymore. Also, anti-air missiles. Their lock-on time has been reduced dramatically, which means they are now much more of a pain for helicopters. However, their range has also been decreased, so for jets, it's much easier to escape from them. You simply fly away, and with any luck, they won't be able to lock onto you. Though I still advise ECM as the preferred anti-air missile perk, rather. Also, the repair tool has had a nerf. It no longer repairs as quickly, and it also goes into a sort of cooldown mode quicker, which means you no longer get a single engineer repairing several RPG worth of damage in the same amount of time as it takes to do that damage. So you can no longer have one-man tank / engineer squads running around basically raping everyone. What else has changed? Oh yeah, Jeeps have now got horns, which for some reason DICE thought they'd add. They're not very helpful, because there have been reports of the horns not actually working for other people. So if you toot your horn, then someone else doesn't hear it, which kind of depletes the point in having a horn in the first place. Also in the patch was the improved command rows rather, and it's got quite a few more functions. It's easier to use now, but it's also still pretty useless because it does take quite a long time to open up. But overall, it has been improved. It now looks better than it did before, and it has additional choices, so you can request ammo, request health, etc. And also it changes when in vehicles, so you request things that are appropriate to that vehicle, so like need repair or something, or need pickup or whatever, or get in, bail out, etc. When using ECM jammer in aircraft, it's very important to hit it as soon as someone starts locking on, because the lock-ons are incredibly quick now. So if you don't get it in time, then you're in trouble basically. Like so. For helicopters, the previous perk, low radar, which prevented lock-ons when flying low, has been made into a passive effect, so now anyone who's unlocked it automatically gets it, so you no longer have to waste a perk choice for that. It's great for helicopter pilots who like to fly low, but as vehicle damage against helicopters has been increased, so now helicopters are a one-hit kill for tanks and for RPGs. So if you fly low, then you risk getting one-hit killed. If you fly high, then you have to put up with incredibly fast locking on stingers. So I still advise flying low, but try to stick near buildings and behind cover, etc. So you don't get blown out the sky instantly. Right, well I think those are the main parts of the patch, so until next time.